let's ride. Unified leadership. Light the flame, turn it up loud, remember the name. Unified leadership. Power and pride, we don't just talk, we testify. Unified leadership. Hard and grind, purpose and rhythm, perfectly timed. Bass hit heavy, purpose and rhythm, purpose and rhythm, perfectly timed. Bass hit heavy, crowd on sway. Kosher clay, truth and play. Seafood, Raphael, calm control, leaders in sync. Hearts of gold, focus sharp, the mission clear. Every step forward, silence the fear. Discipline, dripping, confidence, how we move together, we amplify. Who we are, unified. What we lead, unified. Stand tall, unified. Every time, unified leadership. Raise that bar, leaders in rhythm, born to spar. Raise that bar, leaders in rhythm, born to spar. Steady and true, the sound of the few that follow new. Strong alive, this is the beat where leaders thrive. Unified leadership.
Morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. How y'all doing out there? Shout out to Seafood Raphael. Hey, today is a very special day because unified leaders are coming together, you all. And guess where? Tampa, Florida. Hey, I know up north it's cold. It's a lot of snow still on the ground. Here in Georgia, it's topsy-turvy. One day it's warm, the next day it's cold. It's kind of crazy to be honest. It's almost like, man, something just doesn't seem right. It seems crazy because, like I said, some days it butt cold outside. As my buddies used to say back in the days, it's brick cold. And then the next day it's like 70 degrees, 68, 70. So again, man, it's up and down. But hey, down in Tampa, Florida, hey, it's cold. Check this out though. Today, I'll be on a plane flying down to Tampa, Florida to be together with everyone that comes together in the name of unified leadership. So it's special, you all. And again, it's Seafood's in Florida right now. I'm in Georgia. My flight leaves later this afternoon, gets me down here before 4 o'clock. And tomorrow we'll all be together in the same space, building, teaching, networking, just being authentic, being who we are, and coming to a space and curating an environment that helps us all literally, no doubt, get better. Some are not going to grow. Let's just be honest. Some individuals, they're not going to grow. Some individuals, hey, they're going to grow from the experience of being in a room together, from watching someone else and emulating a little bit and going back and implementing some of those things, excuse me, into their repertoire. So I don't want to be before you long today. It's unified leadership, though. You know, if one individual can't be there and the other individual can be there, is that still considered unified? Yes, it is, because the unification starts in the spirit. The unification starts in the foundation, the groundwork, the ground root, in terms of why it's important, because you hear said a lot across all of our different spectrums and platforms. It's truly really not about us. And I think you have to go through some things to get to that point to really realize that it's not about us. Once you start realizing it's not about us or not about me in terms of a leader, I personally believe you all. That's when the magic really starts to happen. Excuse me. Man, I drank some hot tea last night, and man, it was pretty good, but I'm gonna get me another glass this morning. Something about that tea, man, it breaks up some of that crud as we call it. But yeah, it's unified, man. There's something special in the togetherness of things. And you're hearing it everywhere. So I'm nobody special by saying, hey, we're in a season, we're in a time to where things just don't seem to be unified. Many people have their own opinions. Many people have their own feelings about what they're seeing on a day-to-day basis. Uh, they call it the Epstein files. I don't know nothing about those files. I know what my name is on in terms of files. I know, hey, my name's on some files out there that I would hope, uh, you as well. I hope your name is on some files out there that are positive. You know what I'm saying? Some files out there that, hey, they may call you 2 months from now and give you a severance check or something. You know what I mean? All I'm basically saying is if we spend every waking day as leaders, once again, man, thinking about some Epstein files, or if we spend every single day thinking about 50 Cent having a beef with T.I., another rapper, whatever, man, we are hurting for real. Like, all jokes aside, man. And it's cool, it's entertaining. We all like to be entertained in our own way, regardless of what culture you come from, what background you come from. We like to be entertained. You've heard me say it a billion trillion times. If you rock with me, man, I love basketball. But I love basketball from the sense of I played ball myself. And it's like a therapy thing for me. And that's just being honest. I could sit back and watch an old game of Larry Bird on the Boston Celtics with Kevin McHale, Dennis Johnson, Danny Ainge, Robert Parrish. How do I know those names? I know those names because as a kid, I was glued to the TV watching them. And to be quite frank with you, I found peace in watching basketball, man. I found peace in it. I don't find peace in watching current NBA today. The current, nah, but again, it's a lot of entertainment. And people that want to be entertained can sometimes get consumed in that. Uh, Tampa Unified. Why is it labeled that? Because right now, on the ground in Tampa, Florida, my brother Seafood Raphael, he's there. Jose Escobar's there. Lancelot Theobald is there. And so many other phenomenal people, man. And leaders. I'm not going to call them a leader or myself a leader if we're not doing the work, you all. You got to be doing the work to be a leader. And that work starts internal within you. That work is every day omnipresent within you, because the creator's omnipresent and omnipresent within us. We're constantly developing, we're constantly learning, we're constantly doing the things that matter. Hey, everybody who's dialed in with me right now, I love you. Before you click off, before you say, man, that dude ain't talking about nothing, man, it's Friday, I need to be entertained, and you click off and scroll on to whatever else, just know I love you, man. I love you sincerely. Why? Because, hey, the creator loves me. My mother loves me. My brother loves me. My sister loves me. My wife loves me. My children love me. Larry Bird, he doesn't know me, so I can't say that Larry Bird loves me. That went over some of y'all heads. But if Larry Bird is tied in with the creator, he does love me because he loves all, regardless of knowing me personally or not. Larry Bird is one of my favorite players. And that Boston Celtic team was together, you all. They were literally together, man. You talking about sweet, just magic, watching the Boston Celtics until they came up against another Magic, and his name was Irving Magic Johnson. And those games were good battles, you all. A lot of peace after the game. Sometimes it wasn't because they were so competitive. And we're the same way as leaders, you all. Um, the power of being together on the court, if that makes sense, entertains all of us. But internal, the gentleman that's on that court or the ladies in the WNBA that's on that court, there's a lot of power in that togetherness. It's unique, 5-on-5, just like in a boxing ring, 1-on-1. So that's why sports really jump out for us, man. That's why I say it's easy to get consumed to a point to where you stop developing yourself or you stop focusing on the things that move you forward in trajectory to be a better leader. That's why Brother Sifu Raphael and I came together, because we want to establish something that helps in our most understanding way, ways for you to develop as a leader. And simultaneously, we're developing at the same time. When I was young, man, I used to watch Sesame Street. And shout out to Morgan Freeman, man. When he was a very, very young guy, tall, slender, skinny, he would be on Sesame Street just doing his thing, man. And as a kid, I start to learn, his ways and his movements, and I would mimic him. I would get to school, and then I would start mimicking different things that I saw him doing, his mannerisms, and how he seemed to be just so poised, if that's the word to use. And over the years, I've seen that man increase. Morgan Freeman, we've all seen it. All the movies he's been in, all the amazing things he's done, contributions, his voice. A lot of times you'll see a commercial and you just hear his voice in the backdrop. I think a gentleman like Morgan Freeman, I'm like, man, when he passes away, which he will, we don't know when it's going to be. We'll see it. It'll hit, Yahoo News, and it'll be flooded all across the world. Knock on wood. I pray it's not anytime soon. Um, but I think I'll know how I'm going to feel if I'm still living when that day comes, of Morgan Freeman transitioning or passing away. Same goes for Stevie Wonder. Stevie Wonder, man, is a unicorn. You all know it. I know it. Whether you listen to music, whether you don't, you know who Stevie Wonder is if you're looking at this screen. If you don't know who Stevie Wonder is, I would be highly surprised. But he's another individual that, like I said, a unicorn style of individual. When he transitions, if we're still alive and we see it, we're gonna feel that gaping hole. I remember my mother telling me a long time ago when I was young, and my wife was texting me, she got Starbucks coffee, you all cool. Um, she said she was on an elevator here in Atlanta, Georgia, for some conference she attended for her job. And the elevator opens and on walks Stevie Wonder with his, couple entourage, of two people or whatnot, helping him out. And she said she was so nervous she didn't say a word. She was just like, wow, man, that's Stevie Wonder. But I think of that because I have felt the togetherness of listening to his music, seeing him over the years on television and things like that. Um, and that's how my mind is shaped to think. I think like, man, these iconic individuals are special, yes, but the individuals that's right next to us are just as special, if not more. Because why? We have a real relationship with them that we have an opportunity to continue to grow, to continue to develop. That's important. I can't grow and develop a relationship with um, Stevie Wonder because I personally really don't know him. My relationship with Stevie is one-sided. I could listen to his music and feel good, or his song on the radio and feel good. Like I said, see him on the Grammys or something like that and feel good. But I can't really do my part to feed and nourish that relationship. But with the people that's right next to you, people that you're working with, people that you've man, we was cooking too, man. Shout out to Lance and LaRon in the chat. I don't know if y'all can hear me, man. Put in the chat if you can hear me, man. Drop a comment. Yeah. No audio on the video. Man, let me work it. I see it. My wife. Let me work it and see what I can do. I don't think y'all can hear me though, Matt. Maybe somebody can. Lance said he can hear me. That's what's up, Lance. Yeah, man. I was cooking. So I got my phone, you all, attached to this little iPad. And when it rings on the iPad and then it goes crazy. You all, Lima Charlie. Shout out to LaRon Howard, man. Appreciate you, Matt. Thank you so much, brother. I want to meet you, Matt. I'm sure you're coming through on Seafood's Facebook feed. I want to meet you, man. Find me in the DM and shoot me hey, this is Matt T.O. So we can connect, man, and just come together as brothers. Uh but yeah, man, shout out to LaRon Howard, man. I saw what Yeah, plus my son is upstairs and my wife is outside in the car waiting on him to come outside. Okay, so I'm gonna get to see you, Matt. That's good. Shout out to Louis Alicio, bro. You can see it in my face, man. I get so happy, dog, when man, I see people that I love, man. Just for you all to just take a little bit of time and just listen to me, man. Uh, my wife is going crazy. But I'm gonna text her real quick. I'm on the live. Oh man. Then I'm gonna turn this phone off and we're gonna finish this thing out, man. Cause I was cooking you all. I was cooking. But see, that's normally, and let me swap this camera back to the closer version, you all. Yeah, there we go. Now we back dialed in. All right, man. So I'm gonna flip the script. Don't worry about the little popcorn machine and all of that. I got Daniel Shannon in the chat, man. I got Louis Alicio in the chat, Matt in the chat, LaRon Howard, my guy in the chat, Lancelot Theobald, who is down in Tampa, Florida right now. I saw the picture this morning, brother, with the fresh gray. Oh, the nice suit jacket. Excuse me, Lancelot is the cleanest dude I've ever seen. And Daniel Shannon, you're from New York. So if you're not following Lancelot Theobald, man, I need you to do that, Shannon. You know me, Shannon. You know me well. And if I invite you to meet someone, man, I pray to God that you understand why. Because he's an actor. Daniel Shannon, you're an actor. You both from NY. Y'all both love acting, man. And that synergy together, I could be sitting back 5 years from now in the theater looking at you two up on the Cinemax screen saying, thank you, God, because something happened one early morning that if it was up to the enemy, I wouldn't even be on here right now. Because my brother Seafood is down in Florida in Tampa, getting everything ready to rock and roll for them getting together today and all day tomorrow. We'll all be together and Sunday. So the enemy doesn't want us to be unified, you all, especially men. You hear me, Matt? Truly, man, especially men. The enemy hates to see brothers come together. And when I say brothers, I don't mean just black dudes. I mean brothers, like men. We could be brothers and be from different cultures. And as United States Marines, we know that all too well. Some of my best friends in the entire world are not the same, race as me. But I love them, bro, because I saw them in the most vulnerable positions. I saw them when things were not going right, and I saw how they responded. They saw how I responded, and we came together as a unified front, and we completed the mission. So Daniel Shannon, make sure, man, you get with Lancelot Theobald. And I know Lance can help you. You can help him. Lance may be like, yo, they asked me to be a part of this featured film or whatnot. I'm tied up. I can't do it. But guess what? I could kick it to Daniel Shannon. And Shannon, you inspired me to write my book, brother. When I checked in as the recruiting station, Atlanta, Georgia, Sergeant Major, we went and visited 3 stations. We went out to Athens first, Athens, Georgia, out by the University of Georgia. And when I say we, me and the gentleman that I was relieving, Sergeant Major Michael Johnson. Shout out to Johnson, man, wherever you are in the world. He didn't want no parts of me. He just wanted to get away. He was like, hey, I did my 3 years. Yo, I'm gone. But he took me to Athens. And then we came back and we stopped in Duluth. Okay, I see you, Lance. I'm not in Florida. I have an event tonight. I'll be there tomorrow morning. I'm looking forward to seeing. That's what's up. Yeah. What up, Daniel? Yeah, see there go. There go right there. Yeah, man. I'll see you down there tomorrow, Lance. Um, Theobald. Look in the chat. Theobald. Theobald. Lancelot Theobald. Yeah, make sure you follow him, LeBron Howard. Uh, and like I say, man, he's got a movie coming out, man, called The Veteran. And it's powerful, bro. I haven't seen it yet, but I already know it's powerful because my dog is in it. So I want to keep moving though. We stopped in Duluth, which is on the outskirts of Atlanta, you all, and then we went out to Hiram, Georgia. And when I walked in with my counterpart, all the Marines stood up, stood behind their desk, hands behind their back, gave us a proper greeting. We gave them a proper greeting. I started shaking hands. Next thing you know, Daniel T. Shannon, man. I happened to look down on the desk and there was this book. And I was like, "What is that, Marine?" He's like, "Oh, that's my book, Sergeant Major." I was like, "Oh, what's it about?" He started explaining. I said, "So this is your book?" He was like, "Yes, I'm a published author. I wrote this book." And I'm like, "Wow, bro. First Marine in history that I had ever met that was a published author was Daniel Shannon that's in the chat right now." Um, so I say that based on he inspired me. I read his book. I was happy. I was like, wow, man, he drew me into his world. I gained a lot of insight and wisdom from it. And Shannon and I, we would chop a lot about a lot of different good things, leadership, obviously, and like I said, man, we inspire one another. So, but fellas, I don't want to be on here long. Oh man, my cousin's in the chat, bro. Anthony Clay. Oh man, down in Houston, representing Austin, Texas, man. That's my heart right there, you all. Anthony Clay is the godfather. Excuse me. Anthony Clay is the godfather of the NBA ball player Jamal Shead, starting point guard for the University of Houston, where they made that magnificent run under Coach uh, Sampson. And now he plays for the Toronto Raptors, man. Cold-blooded. But when I watch his game, I see the unified leadership. And I know my cousin, Anthony Clay, had a lot to do with inspiring him. He's known him since he was a little young kid. So every time I watch him play, I don't just see him playing ball. I literally see Jamal Shead, NBA, point guard, crossing cats. And I'm like, yo, my cousin helped implement a lot of his game. My cousin was in here talking to him, telling him, yo, you can make it. Jamal. And Jamal can't be what? Anthony 6'2" on a good day in sneakers. He's not 6'5", 6'6", 6'7". But man, crazy game. And Anthony loves the game. I love basketball because my cousin Anthony. So you'll see these unified connections that I'm saying here. I come on these lives, and man, I promise you, I've never been afraid to speak in front of people or anything like that. But when you click that button that says live and it starts streaming and you know it's real, man, it'll really show a lot of who you are, and but it always feels good and it is a pleasure when you're with your brothers, when you with people that you love. Robert Lytle's in the chat right now, man. I was on the phone with Robbie Lytle last night. He's down in Frisco, Anthony. That's my man. Follow Robert Lytle, Anthony. You're in Houston. He's in Frisco, Northern Dallas. And I was telling you the last time I talked to you, Anthony, I got a lot of partners down in Texas, man. Aubrey McDade down in Fort Worth. The Hammer, Ortiz down in Lubbock. Good old Lubbock, Texas. But Robert Lytle, man, we was on the phone till 1 in the morning just talking about, man, where we're going, what we're developing to do, how we bring that synergy together to do it together. And I've always told Robbie from day one, man, I don't want to do this by myself, bro. It could get lonely. It could get real cold out here, man. And when people don't have something genuine in here. but with the discernment of God, with the discernment of knowing that, man, I'm used to being around good people, so I know when I'm not. Robbie said it last night. When I walk in a room, if it's fake, I feel it from the door. From the moment I walk in, if it's not for me, I could already feel it. So, man, I love you all, man. Anytime y'all want to get what's off your heart, you let me know, man. We don't just look for a celebrity. We don't just look for people with a bunch of money and got some status to bring on, our platforms. Our platforms is for you. Yeah, and that's just being honest. Daniel Shannon, you want to come on with Lancelot and I, we'll bring you in, brother. Anthony, you one of the most brilliant, smart people I know. If you want to come on this unified leadership with my brother Sifu and I, hey, I will get you on here, man, and we could chop about things that we know is going to help others. That's always our goal. That's what we strive for. Shout out to Angeline in the chat. I will be in Tampa tonight. Looking forward to seeing you all tomorrow. I'm telling you, man, so many great leaders from all across the stretch is coming to Tampa, Florida, man, because they want to be in the room with individuals they feel safe with, comfortable with, individuals that is just not on some, like Robbie Lytle says, some old fakeness, man. None of us have time to be dealing with fake people. Excuse me. None of us have the resource to be getting on planes, trains, and automobiles and traveling to other places with people just to, man, this is a waste of my time. I could have stayed at home, baked some cookies, watched a good movie or something, chill with my grandkids, my babies, or whatever the case. But we do it because we definitely want to impact. We're striving to continue that legacy of impact. And that's what unified leadership is all about, you all. And like I said, man, I know what it feels like to have 8 or 10 people with you on these streams. I go on a lot of streams, it may be 700 people on there. And if you scroll, especially if it's on Zoom, you click to the right where you can see all the boxes of people. People ain't paying attention. Some people are asleep. Some people just sitting there looking for whatever. And some people are really engaged, taking notes or whatever. But it's heartfelt when you have people that support. You could call right now and is willing to help you. Like I was saying with my cousin Anthony, man. Sometimes, man, I call Anthony and just leaving voice messages. And I could talk about everything under the sun. Our grandmother. Shout out to his father, my Aunt Jolene, his brother Abe, everybody, Alicia, Kenny, all those family members that mean so much to me, man. And like I said, it's a great thing. But being able to unify and connect, man, and the power of being together is what I wanted to come on and just kind of impart on you. How's that looking in your circumference, in your environment? Who can you unify that is going to make things better? Who can you unify with that's going to take things not so much to another level as in, oh, I increased, I gained more money by doing. No, I'm just saying, man, just in here. When you're riding in the car and you feel better that, hey, man, I was able to connect Lancelot and Shannon because they're both actors. I've seen them both on the screen, Tubi or Prime TV or whatever. And my daughter's an actor. And I've said it several times. She's in the movie Creed 3. If you haven't seen it, Anthony, go check it out. She's a Clay. Creed 3 with Michael B. Jordan. She's in there, man. And I remember when she got the part, she got the role, man. We was all so happy. It was like tears of joy, literally. We all jump into the kitchen like, yeah, yeah. And my daughter lived here with us here in the basement, while she was going through to get her master's degree. And she's since moved out by now, but a lot of her mail still comes here to the house. Every month, you all, I see that check from whatever studios come to the house. And I'll call her. Hey, babe, you got another check from the studio for Creed 3. She's like, all right, Dad, open it. I'll open it. How much is it, Dad? It says $722. She's like, okay, all right, I'll stop by and pick it up. every month, bro. So as that movie goes, that pay goes for her. So I'm like, wow, bro, this girl's getting $722 for less than 5 minute clip in this thing on Blockbuster movie. You know what I mean? So it means something, man. So again, all of you all collectively coming together is special. So shout out to Robert Leiter once again. We teach, influence, mentor, and equip time. You know, Robbie came up with that concept in his spirit: teach, influence, mentor, and equip. You know, I literally look at that and I say, man, am I doing that? I can't call myself Coach T.O. Clay down here in the bottom of the screen if I'm not coaching. You know, and at my heart, you all, I'd love to be a basketball coach. I'd literally love to be a Division I basketball coach. Could I do it at this point in my life? Man, it would be a tall task because it's a tree. You know, you think of the great Rick Pitino. He's got a tree of coaches all up underneath him, right? All of these amazing coaches under Rick Pitino, man. Mick Cronin out in UCLA, his own son, Richard Pitino. I could keep naming so many coaches that come under his tree. You got the Bobby Knight tree. You got the John Calipari tree. You got all these different trees of coaches. And when they do interviews after the game, win or lose, they usually will talk about their mentor that taught them the game. And you know, Louisville's current coach, Pat Kelsey, always talks about Skip Prosser that used to coach Wake Forest. And then when they lose, they beat him up in the chat like, man, we don't want to hear none of that Skip Prosser crap. Why are you not making adjustments on the court? Why are your substitutions crazy? It's bugged out. But as a coach, like I said, man, am I coaching? Am I teaching? Am I influencing? Am I mentoring? Am I equipping the individuals I'm doing those things with to operate in the manner in which they operate? Those things are important. Daniel Shannon, man, I love you, brother. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be the amazing man I am today. You were essential to me in the Marine Corps. Yeah, man. Yeah, Shannon. Thank you, brother. You know what you mean to me. Alicio, young men in high school would be blessed to have you as a coach. Yeah, that's true, man. Me and my cousin Anthony that's on here with us. Me and Anthony get our own team, man, we'll win it. Because we have that DNA within us. We understand fundamentals. Man, that little video, I'm sure some of you all probably seen it. That video of me shooting jumpers, man, at the YMCA. Oh yeah, it was therapeutic, you all. Very, very therapeutic. And you know, it's the YMCA. So you go on the YMCA, you are at 10 in the morning. Hey, you know what's in there. It's us. It's all the old heads. It's all of us in there, man. The old heads is up in there. All the young ones are in school. So I had the gym to myself, man. And what did I do, man? I said, man, I'm gonna do exactly what I did playing high school ball, middle school, elementary. Back then, we didn't really have AAU. We played at the park. You know what I'm saying? Like we was at the park balling. I want to get on the court with my big cousin Anthony and you know so many other great players, and some of them went on to play D1 and uh, things of that nature. But I wanted to mimic the things that I used to do as a child, and that's another one. You all hear me out. Check this out. This is real right here. You're still the same person in the physical form, you know, and mental and spiritual. All three. I have to say all three that you were when you were 7 years old. You're the same person. I am too. I remember 10-year-old, you know, T.O. You know, many know me as Neil, my middle name. My middle name is O'Neil. So all my family, my mama, my dad, they call me Neil. The people that know me most close and near and dear, they call me Neil. Little Neil was what they used to call me. And being on that court at the YMCA, man, I was able to tap back into Little Neil. And it's something with you. I don't know what it is, you all. Louis Alicio, I don't know what it is, bro. It may be boxing for you, bro. Because you love boxing. You know, Louis Alicio gave me the famed, you know, real glove, boxing glove of Kelly Pavlik. I said that wrong. Kelly the Ghost Pavlik. Get on YouTube, type in Kelly the Ghost Pavlik. Look at some of his old fights. Cold, man. Going in the ring, slugging, fist for fist type guy. He was very, very, like I said earlier, entertaining, man. And I'm telling you, when Louis Alicio gave me that glove, I knew what it meant. My Uncle Bill Tucker on my mother's side. Some of you may not remember it. If you're not a basketball nut like me, I know my cousin Anthony does. Man, a gentleman named Jerome Lane. Jerome Lane played for Pitt, the Pitt Panthers up in Pittsburgh. Man, he filled the lane. He caught the pass. He went up, bang! And when he dunked, man, he shot at the glass one-handed. It wasn't like one of them Shaq 400 pounds. And I mean, you could kind of expect that. Jerome Lane, he banged it. And when you watch the video, Jerome Lane, go to YouTube, man. I'm begging you. It's therapeutic. You'll learn something from it. And the legendary Billy Rafferty was on the mic, and he was like, throw it in, Jerome. Like it's a classic moment. But anyway, the glass that fell to the court, my uncle was the head of security for the university at the time. He gave me like 2 or 3 big chunks of that glass, just like Louis Alicio handed me that glove. My uncle giving me that chunk of glass. Again, I can go in the room right now and I got that glass in this little case. Every time I look at it, man, it takes me back to little Neil. And I'm challenging you today, man, on this beautiful Friday, last couple of days of the month, also known as Black History Month. Many people like, nah, Black history is American history. It's world history. It's every day. 1 month, there's no White History Month. There's no, I don't know, Asian Pacific other history month. So a lot of people feel how they feel with that. All I'm saying is we're in the last couple of days of this month. And man, tap back into that young you. What is it? That's the challenge, man. If you didn't hear nothing else this morning on Unified Leadership, the challenge is, what is that young you thing? For some, it may be playing the keyboard. For some, it may be sitting out in the field and pulling up dandelions. I don't know what it is for you. For me, it always surfaces back to basketball. It surfaces back to hip hop music, where I was when I heard this specific song, or being at a concert and right on the stage and being able to touch the artist's ankles because I'm that close. Being in New York City on Governor's Island with the Statue of Liberty in the backdrop, lit up, and Nas was performing New York, New York. Man, LL Cool J performing all of his songs. And then he was like, thank y'all for coming out. Peace. Stage goes dark. And everybody's looking around like, man, he didn't perform, I'm bad. He didn't perform, I'm bad. And people start going nuts. And people start throwing chairs. I was there. I was probably about 12, 13 years old. People mad. And then next thing you know, these sirens on the stage start going off and calling on guards, calling on guard. This is LL Cool J. No rapper can rap quite like I can. I take a muscle bound man, put his face in the sand. You talk about pandemonium, and he didn't have a shirt on. LL with his little muscles popping, and he got the ill Kangol on, and man, it was crazy. You all hear me? So again, if I want to tap back into that moment, I could go in there and grab the record, of I'm Bad, put it on, put the needle on the wax, sit in the room and listen to it, and it tethers me back to that exact moment of how upset people were, and then pandemonium and happiness within 2 minutes when he came back out and had everybody thinking he wasn't going to perform that song. I remember seeing Rakim and he got booed. Rakim, known as one of the greatest hip hop artists ever. Some call him the GOAT. I was in his concert and he got booed. They had stocking caps pulled over their face, tied up, and it looked like they was about to rob the concert. And he did I Ain't No Joke. I used to let the mic smoke. He did all the songs and nobody was feeling it. Kind of like, where's LL Cool J? This guy, he only to see him grow and become the mega, artist that he is today. So all of those different examples that I'm illustrating of what is it for you that's going to tap back into that youth of you, because you're the same person. Yeah, you've grown, you've developed, you've matured, you've taken some wins, you've taken some losses, but it's still you. You peel all the stuff back. When you look at an old picture of you as a kid, you'll laugh. I guarantee it. It's unified leadership, you all. We keep it a buck. We keep it 100. You look at one of them old pictures of you and you will laugh. Post it on Facebook. Throw something with it. This picture of me was when I was in 6th grade. My hairline was all crooked and the stupid shirt I had on, but hey, it's still me. And man, you'd be surprised how many family members you'll bring out just from posting that picture. Family members that love you, that may not get to see you because you live in a different state or whatever. Tap back into you, man. You're the essence, man. You're the holy grail of what it's all about. It's you. And we let the world dim our light. We let the world change some of these things. We let situations change these things. So I just stopped by on Unified to tell you, man, tap back into the old you, bro. It's been successful for me, man. If I could get a phone call from my mother, if I could get a phone call from my father, and it's something that they seen, like not long ago, a week ago, I posted a picture of my grandparents. Put it in Chat GPT, put a little prompt in there. Man, it came up. I was like, wow, man. And when I posted it, man, all the living children of my grandparents, my dad's siblings, I heard from every one of them that's still living. It's 9 of them. It's only one girl of 9. My dad has, what is that? 7 brothers and 1 sister. And my dad is the youngest. He called me sniffling and crying. Son, that's the first time I've seen my parents together like that in a long time, son. And I just want to thank you, man, for posting that. He was like, that touched me. I heard from my cousin Anthony's father, my Uncle Abe, my Aunt Ann, the lone girl of 9. She's up in DC, Maryland area. I heard from her. She's like, keep loving one another. And thank you. All right, Matt. Peace. We'll see you in Florida. So again, you all, man, those things are important, man. That's my style of leadership. My style of leadership is what I've experienced, truly loving people. You know what I'm saying? Truly looking out for people. Truly opening my heart to say I'm wrong. Not being so egotistic to where I think I knew it all. I got it all figured out. No, Luis Alicio that's on this chat with us was my boss. Like straight up, in the raw sense, he was my boss. Nothing shaked and moved unless he approved of it. And man, you talk about took care of me. Oh my God. Louis Alicio took care of me, bro. Louis Alicio kept my relationship intact. He kept the fondness and love that I have for my children. Clay, I need you to drop your preferred link to purchase your book right here. All hands on that we need to advertise. Okay. Yeah. It's if you go to lightbulblessons.com, which is my website, www.lightbulblessons, all in one word, lightbulblessons.com. And you click on the little, 3 little lines or whatever, it'll drop down. You click on that, man. And the beauty, I love you too, Louis. The beauty of purchasing it from there. And I'm in y'all with this game. It's not my game. I learned it. Dr. Reed, Oliver T. Reed, Emilio Roman, so many great individuals, Kelly Cole, that's been working in the book space for a long time. I learned it from them. So I don't take credit for it, but I know it's true. If you order the book on Amazon, yeah, appreciate you, LaRon. That's it. If you order the book on Amazon, we don't have this right here, you all. There's no connection unless you reach out, because I will never know if you bought it off of Amazon. The only thing I will see is the royalty. So when someone buys 10 books in the month, just like anything else, job, paycheck, whatever, a royalty comes through uh KDP, which is something direct publishing. I can't remember what the K stands for, but it's Amazon. And you have to set up your bank account, and the money will just dump straight into your account, right? You don't get an email, you don't get the book signed by the author, none of that. But if you purchase it directly from me, what's going to happen? And I've shown these videos, man. I've chopped up videos and put them out. What happens is my phone will ping. If you order that book right now, my phone's going to ping. Ding, and I'm going to see the notification. You have a book order or whatever. All the automated emails will start flying back to you. And hey, thank you for purchasing the book, my friend. And, I hope when you read this book, it touches you in some kind of way, da 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 da. And what I'll do is I'll go into the system, and from there I will send another receipt just to make sure. Because at that point, it's exchange, you all. It's real business. And if you have a business, a LLC or whatever, you don't want your business looking janky. Like, I ordered this book and I didn't even get a receipt back. What the hell is Clay doing? So you got to make sure all your processes are tight. No different if you go to Walmart.com and order something from Walmart, you're going to expect all the do outs once you make that transaction with them. Same goes for us as business owners that have products that we're selling or services. Same thing with coaching services and programs and all that good stuff. People do what's called chargebacks. A person can order it, charge it back, and you got to refund that money back to them. And if you went out and spent that money the same day that you got it, you're screwed. So business is not for the weak-hearted, man. Trust me. But what I'll do, I'll go in my stash. I'll grab the book, whether you ordered a hardback or a soft copy. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to sit here at the desk and I'm going to really take my time, man. And I'm going to say, man, Daniel T. Shannon, my brother, man, I love you so much, big dog. The years that we worked together, man, was some of the greatest years I served in the Marine Corps. Man, I pray to God, man, sincerely, Daniel, that this book touches your heart, brother. I remember you inspiring me to write this book because you had wrote your own personal book. And man, I pray to God once again that something said in this book will bless you, man, for years to come. After you read it, give it to someone who needs it, brother. T.O. Clay, a.k.a. Sergeant Major. I got little stickers with the light bulb lessons and all that, logos. I'll slap a little sticker in there. I may spray a little tin of cologne on that bad boy, just so when he opens it up, man, it smell like Sergeant Major, bro. Fresh and clean. And man, I'm gonna put it in a little special packaging that I order myself that has the logos and all my stuff. You're a business, man, and you got to move as a business professionally to the best of your ability, especially us as Marines. We're all about detail, 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 detail. And boom, I'm gonna go up to the post office. The guys know me now because I'm in there all the time, and I enjoy doing it. I enjoy looking forward to, man, I got to shoot off Shannon's book today. You know what I'm saying? And when I walk in, Mr. Henry, who's a veteran that runs the post office out here where I live at, as soon as I walk in, hey, what's going on, Sergeant Major? Hey, I see you still hustling in books. Man, I need to get your book, Sergeant Major. Hey, I got one in the trunk. All right. Matter of fact, go grab it, man. I'm going to go ahead and get it from you right now. And I want you to sign it for me. It's something special about signing that book, man. It's like us getting an autograph at a ball game. If I'm standing there in the tunnel and Michael Jordan walking by sweating, and I could hand to Jordan and he grabs that bad boy and signs it, Come on, man. But you know, Michael Jordan doesn't do that because he's got contracts with Fleer and all these big conglomerates. So he doesn't sign autographs because you could take that autograph and go out here and get $1 million for it. That's why he doesn't do any signing. So man, I have Daniel's address. Everything's right. I put insurance on the book because what I learned, you all, I sent a book to another fellow Marine, my brother Eric Porter up in Maryland. He sent me a picture back, and it was just a package on his porch, and the package was saturated in oil, as if like it fell on the truck somewhere and oil just leaked all over it. And the book was not in there, you all. And he's my partner, so he's not gonna lie to me. He was like, "Bro, I came out. It was just an empty package. Looked like it was saturated in oil." To I ended up sending him another book. Obviously, whoever got that book, whether it was the driver guy, whether the package fell out because the oil, you know, just opened the package and it came out. However it happened, I started putting insurance on every book that I ship out. So if my book costs $25, I put $25 worth of insurance on it. And another cheat code for you all out there writing books and selling books and whatnot, it's called media mail. The post office is not going to offer it to you, but media mail is like shipping CDs, books, magazines, things of that nature. So if you go in and you say, I want to ship this media mail, they'll say, okay, it's much cheaper than just sending it the regular way. It may take a couple days longer. I sent one book out to Japan, to Okinawa. Man, it took like 2 months. But man, when he got that book, bro, you would have thought that dude got $1 million. And I sent him media mail. I'm not about to pay no, $60 to ship a book that costs $25. I'm not doing that, bro. That's not profitable for me. And again, if I could send it media mail for $11, why wouldn't I do that? So again, that's just a little bit of the game, but we all work together, man. Every one of us, from Daniel to Robert Lytle to Lancelot to Alicio, LaRon, all of us work together, man. And if you got questions, just call, bro. One thing I know, man, I could call Dr. Oliver T. Reed and ask him anything about a book. He's spitting it. I could call Emilio Roman, ask him anything about a book. He's spitting it. And it's going to be parallel with what Dr. Reed's talking about, maybe slightly a little bit different, but they're both trying to help me to move in the right trajectory, in the right direction. That's what it's all about. Coaching, I could call Coach Terrell up in New York. I could call many different people that I know, that I've met throughout time, man, just building with different people. That's why they say networking is powerful. I don't call it networking. I call it, man, getting to know people, putting myself in position to know people. But I'm very strategic though, because I'm like, man, this person right here is already doing what I'm trying to do. And if I can't humble myself to come to them earnestly and say, hey man, I'm doing this. I'm Coach T.O. Clay. I love how you're doing it. It's just like basketball, you all. Y'all have heard the term a friendly game of baseball. For me, it's a friendly game of basketball in all my dealings, man. I could correlate something in this space that we operate in with basketball every single time, and the mathematics. You know what I mean? I could take the mathematics, and once I do the math, it's a wrap. It's right and exact every time. So again, I could rest on my laurels knowing that, man, wow, it all was right and exact. It was in alignment, you all. If it's not in alignment, you're going to feel it. This person's not in alignment with me, man. This person is egotistical, money hungry, shisty. Yo, you're not in alignment with me, bro. If I can't bring you home to sit at the kitchen table with me, my wife, and my kids, I probably don't need to be rocking with you. That's just being honest. That's just 101. A friendly game of basketball, man. So again, man, I love you all out there. Thank you all for spending this little bit of time with me, man. This may be the last time you see me. It may be the last time I see you. Knock on wood. But hey, we're here together right now. We're unified, man. We're unified. My number's still the same, 347-564-8562. It's still the same. I still got the Tim Clay 8511 at yahoo.com. If you don't know what an 8511 is, type in 8511 USMC and it will educate you. You know, Siri or whoever will educate you. Tim Clay 8511 at yahoo.com. I'm not a 0911. Some of us great gentlemen, we're 8511. 8511 is the designator of a Marine drill instructor. Tim Clay 8511 at yahoo.com. Still the same. I got that ill one at mac.com or icloud.com. It's still the same. That ill one. You know, hey, that's just what do we call it? My alias, that ill one. Shout out to Dave Bowman in the chat, man. Hey, we love you, Dave Bowman. See, hey, it brought Dave Bowman out, man. That 8511. Hey, Dave Bowman is a true and true 8511, bro. First time I saw Dave Bowman on the depot, I was like, man, that dude's tight, bro. He's tight. And I want to emulate. I want to mimic him because he's tight. I don't care. He's 1st Battalion, 2nd Battalion. If he's dope, he's dope. Edris Brown. Edris Brown, man. You know, I call him Passenger 57, Wesley Snipes style. I wanted to mimic and imitate him, man. And once I was able to corral all of these amazing leaders and just put it into the repertoire, put my own sauce with it, man, come on, man. That's why we're unified and we're still here together right now. You know, so shout out to Dave Bowman, man. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for your professionalism and all of that good stuff, man. And we need to connect, Dave. Like, I think I try to reach out to you in some kind of way, but I don't know if you still have that. But Dave, 347-564-8562. That's my number, man. Please shoot me a text or whatever so we can connect because I'd love to talk to you, brother. And yeah, you all. Nah, you're right, Dave. We all inspire each other. Brown was your man. Edris Brown, man. Last time I saw Edris Brown, he had one of them little hook pipes. He had one of them old school little hook pipes with this little fresh Kentucky Derby hat on, sitting out in the UK, man, looking fresh. You know, I was like, man, look at Brown, bro. Passenger 57, man. I love that dude. If I could pull Brown out of wherever he is, man, and have him on this screen, man, so many people would be so happy. Because Brown impacted a lot of people, man. And then he got on the exchange program up at OCS, Alicio, Dave, that y'all know. You know, the exchange program, once he went out there, that was it. All right, Angeline, see you in Tampa. Be safe, sis. But yeah, man, he once he got out there, he never looked back, gentlemen. He never looked back. So, hey, man, I'm gonna end it with this, man. Robbie Lytle's doing great things, man. Dave Bowman doing great things. Alicio, book about to drop. Man, put it in the chat, Alicio, the name of your book, bro. The name of your book. Because I'm telling you, dog, we're going on a campaign tour for your book, brother. You know, same when mine dropped. Robbie Lytle bought like 50 books. You know, he gave it to all his students at the ROTC down in Dallas, Texas. Got all his students reading my story, bro. And he's literally getting up, giving classroom instruction about my book, bro. Talking about that journey, you know, battling with drugs and, you know, the craziness, not listening to my family, all this craziness. So same goes with you, Alicio. You got all these brothers out here, man, that, hey, trust me, dog. And it's all unified. It's all unified, bro. You writing a book, Alicio, is all of us writing a book. It's unified, brother. You know, Robbie Lytle's gonna drop his book. Robbie Lytle soon to be Dr. Robert Lytle. You Dr. Robert Lytle, man. We're not talking about senior drill instructor Staff Sergeant Lytle. We talking about Dr. Robert Lytle. And like I told him, the same way we feel, fellas, when somebody gets promoted, LaRon Howard gets promoted, I feel like I got promoted. Because, bro, when Dave became a commissioned officer, we all felt like we were commissioned officers. Because now we got one of us at 8511 in that pipeline that we know is going to make change, bro. We know is going to have the dang on cojones to sit there at the table and say what needs to be said when it needs to be said, bro. So we all made it. Same way with Dr. Robert Lytle, dog. We all make it when that man stands there and is enshrined as Dr. Robert Lytle. And Dr. Robert Lytle and I, LaRon Howard, hear me out, brother. You out there. I think you out in Minneapolis somewhere. Man, when Dr. Robert Lytle and I sit on this screen as unified leaders and we start talking about the 50 Cent and T.I. beef, bro, we're not going to talk about it in the same manner in which everybody else does, bro. We're going to find a way to build with it. We're going to find a way to take it to another level. That what do we gain from that? What are we seeing that comes from that? How does that enhance us watching these two dudes? They're not putting any money in our pocket. They're not putting food on our table. So what can we do to gain? So shout out to my man, Teddy Scott, man. Theodore, I see you out there, unified, bro. Teddy Scott, man. Same thing with your book. Teddy working on his book. Bro, your book is our book. We're going to all push it. You know, Alicio. So there I was, out of ammo. Outgunned by despair, but reinforced by the living God, bro. Come on, man. We're going to end it with that one for real, for real. That's it. So there I was, man. I'm out of ammo. You know, most of us in this chat right now, hey, we Marines, we've served together. Oh, I'm out of ammo, bro. What happens? I'm out of ammo. LaRon Howard keeps firing, talking guns. Dave Bowman's firing from over here. You know, dang on freaking Robbie Lytle, scout sniper, firing from over here. We're still unified, man. That's why you have to understand Sifu and I came together as in a unified front, man, for these moments. Sifu is a kung fu master, bro. Like the dude's been fighting kung fu for years. I said, bro, we bridge that fusion together, it'll be special. So there I was, out of ammo, outgunned by despair, but reinforced by the living God, bro. That right there, man, is so potent. Man, time on deck is 9:34, man. I've been rocking with y'all for 1 hour and 2 minutes. And y'all been rocking with me, man, which is the most important. Wherever you are, man, from Texas to out in Minneapolis, to Hubbard, Ohio, DC, VA, New York City, Florida. If you've been chiming in with us out of Florida, Kentucky, Sawyerville, Kentucky. Shout out to Sawyerville. Shout out to Kathy. You understand me? Wherever you are, bro, man, we are unified, dog. And don't be afraid to reach out and touch. I talk to Howard often. I talk to Teddy Scott often. I talk to Lytle often. I talk to Dangon Alicio often. Man, I talk to, you know, any individual that's willing to talk to me. Y'all know I can jib with it, bro. I'm a clay, bro. It's in my veins. The Louisville lip, you know what I'm saying? It's in my veins. I can't help it. But I pray all the time, Father God, you know, help me to use my voice to the best of my ability, not to waste someone's time, energy, or effort. And with that being said, you all keep rocking, man. You know, stay safe out there. Do what you need to do. If you need help, you know where we at. Peace, love, and light, man. Always.
Unified leadership. Let's move. Let's lead. Let's ride. Unified leadership. Light that flame. Turn it up loud. Remember the name. Unified leadership.